How's everybody doing today? All right. We know things are bad, worse than bad. The dollar buys a nickel, banks are going bust, shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter, punks are running wild in the street, and nobody seems to know what to do anymore. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. Everything everywhere's going crazy. We sit in our home and our world is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, leave us alone in my living room. Let me have my slot cars and my track, and I won't have anything to do with anybody. But I'm not gonna leave you alone. You first gotta get mad. You gotta say, I'm a human being, gosh darn it. My life has value. I'm not gonna tell you to write to your congressman. I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I wouldn't know what to say. All I know is at first, you've got to get mad. So I want you to get up, get out of your seat, go to the window, and say, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore. All right, that was from the movie The Network. So that's your bit of acting for today. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. You should have done ancient coins in the other hand, right? But we have a sale. So we have two things going on. We have a sale that starts tomorrow. Good morning, Monty Suggs. Hey, Mac and the Mac Heads. That was the name of my band. But we've got two things going on. We've got a auction tonight, and I'm in charge of what to put in. So that is not going to be good for them. I'm gonna go live on this one. We're not live. Go live. It's the Mac Show. It's the Mac Show. Yes. So we've got an auction tonight. I'm gonna try and figure out what to put into it today. And then tomorrow we've got a great sale going on. So, they told me this morning that I'm gonna be doing the live stream 5 minutes ago, so I have nothing really prepared, but I can tell you we've got some great product. So something that I've been working on recently that I know is great. 11 o'clock, it's donut time. No, I'm not here to make a fool out of myself and eat in front of you. That's ridiculous. We've got a lot of great items, right? A really big sale. Yes, a really big sale, right? So the first thing that I want to talk about today is Mamehu. This is a hard plastic, just an action figure sort of thing, action dinosaur. Hello, how are you? This is a great, I had these when I was a kid. These were pretty cool. You could get these at like a science center and whatnot, where Professor Tinker, so the little paleontologist in your life that likes dinosaurs, Brian before donut dinosaur. Yes, before donuts, dinosaurs, right? I mean, these are cool, right? Maybe, on your off-road track set, you can have a dinosaur on it. That would be cool, right? It would add a theme to your slot car track, or just the grandson or granddaughter that's into paleontology. These are hard too. These are really hard, but they're well detailed. Look at that. You can see the belly, right? You see all the teeth. These are great. These are Mamehu. These are on sale. 20% off Mamehu. 20% off. Look at this. We've also got in this product line, look at this, a lemur. Lemurs come from only one island. Where do lemurs come from? They only come from one island. Does anyone know? Can anyone put in the comments where lemurs come from? Look at this guy. He's like a raccoon, but like more intelligent. No, I think raccoons are more intelligent than lemurs. So you guys, dig around and find my slot cars from when I was a kid. I didn't even know what I had. Turns out I have Aurora track, AFX track. How much replacement chassis cost? That's a lot to answer in a live stream. New Zealand, Madagascar is the right answer. Send us an email, whoever that was. Send that in an email and we can respond. Because I'm Africa's correct Carl slot car enthusiast. Clean them up, tune them up. Yes, thank you, Gale Force Raceway. All right, this is more Mamehu. M-A-M-E-J, what was it? W or something? M-A-M-E-G-O. M-E-M-A. Yeah, M-A-M-E-J-O. Mamehu. It's a great white shark. Aye. 40 men fell in the water. Only 3 came out. Well, I can't even remember what that guy's name was. Here we go. The great white. Aye. You want that shark hunted? I'll get you your shark. All right. There's some more Mamehu. 20% off. 20% off Mamehu. Another. What was the theme to Jurassic Park? How does it go? No, that's Star Wars. That's Star Wars. Look at this. The little paleontologist in your life. This is a 10-inch one. The other one was 17. So this is the size difference between the two. Mamehu. I think it's, look at that. This is like big deal. I don't know if this was their actual size. Like, if you have a HO set, what would be the true realistic size of the Dinosaur? I think it would be the 10-inch one. If you have an HO set, you need at least a 10-inch Tyrannosaurus Rex intimidating other drivers, okay? Right? You don't know how to race slot cars unless you have a dinosaur somewhere in your layout intimidating everybody else, okay? So this is Sinclair Dinosaur. Possibly. Right? This is, I don't like that background. We'll do like this. Can you see me all right? Look at this, Mamehu Dinosaur. Okay? I've done the... And then here's the final T-Rex in this. Let's do it like down a little more. Another T-Rex. This is a 11-inch. So you got a... I think this is 17 inches. You've got 11 and then 10. This is, again, a hard plastic. This is great. You know, imagine having 2 lionesses on each side of your track, just looking like that, right? Or for a grandkid, a stocking stuffer, right? Mamehu. Look at that. You could put this on your desk and be like, yes, America. America, baby. Right. I don't know. This is a cool little accent piece on your desk. Maybe in between, maybe on your bar, you know. From ChatGPT, HO scale, 5-inch hip, weight. So that's, it gave us everything, though. Like, so... Paleotactus or Petrodactys insurance underwriters keep dino teeth within the shiny since the beginning. Mac, did you order more AFX police interceptor cars? Call me later. Call me later on that. It's a secret. It's a secret for club members and club members only. That is the answer to that question, Victor Rodriguez. But I think you're in the club, so that's what's going on. So, then lastly, we've got some snakes. You know, we've got the rat snakes. These are cool. Scare your wife with these right here. Mamehu, M-A-M-E-J-O. 20% off Mamehu. We've got a great selection. I mean, if you don't collect slot cars, at least collect animals. You know, introduce a zoo, you know. You could have a zoo with inside the slot car track, you know, a zoo themed. That would be cool. All right, wouldn't that be a cool set? A zoo themed slot car set, Auto World, and like they have like a van that is like animal control. What am I saying? How about a preview for tonight's auction? Bobby Veers. Never. If I showed you right away, I wouldn't have anything to talk about then, would I? Think about that. Right, I got at least an hour on this thing, and I'm only 10 minutes in, Bobby Veers. Bobby Veers! For all you fans of Diecast, we've got Hot Wings. Hot Wings. Hot Wings right here. These are like the Hot Wheels of slot car, or of Diecast. They are 20% off. 20% off all Mamehu. 20% off all Hot Wings. Okay? And then we've got this excellent Johnny Lightning. I know on the wall. Yeah, that's what's on sale. We got these Sprinter cars. These are die-cast. These are 40% off. 40% off. Johnny Lightning, or from Auto World. This is 20% off. 20% off. So we've got Mamehu, 20% off. Hot Wings, 20% off. Pace Performance Sprinter cars, 40% off. We're giving these away. We're giving these away. We've only got a few left. Look, this is all we have left of those cars. We have this. We have this Sprinter car, this Sprinter car. These are 1/64 scale. HO Sprinter cars, 40% off. He specifically said, Mac, Brian said, if I come back and these are still here, I'm going to run you over with my new car, okay? So let me live another day and buy these up. We've had these forever, bro. And all Auto World Johnny Lightning, 20% off. You got the Rat Fink. Got the Mystery Matinee. I think this is from Back to the Future. This is a 1985 Toyota SR5 pickup truck. Diecast. Diecast Sprinter bodies. Good question. I think they're metal. Let's read it. Acme Company. I think they are. I think they're plastic. I don't know. You can look this up real quick. Part number A6422004. A6422004. I don't know if they're plastic or they say die-cast. I don't know. So those are on sale. Hot Wings are on sale. Mamehu is on sale. Johnny Lightning's on sale. All Johnny Lightning's 20% off. All Pace Performance Sprint cars are 40% off. Right? That's incredible. That's a steal. You don't know what you got until it's gone. Right? So, we've got that going on. Right? We've got a lot of good stuff here in this aisle. Nothing that I want to show, though. Nothing that I want to show. We've got, this is a great item right here. If you've got a heart for nostalgia, we've got the Evel Knievel stunt cycle, okay? I know the 37 people watching this. I've got 37 people and 15 likes. That's so rude. Somebody doesn't like me. If you don't like me, just say it to my face. No, I'm kidding. But 15. I got 38 people and 16 likes. We've got the Evel Knievel, the wind up bird up there on high. Yeah, the wind up. Yeah. So this is a wind up. This is like, hey, the original Adam Hurt. I got 17 likes. Thank you for the 2 people that gave me a like. So we've got different stunt positions. We've got wheelies, cross bike stand. Dude, would he have ever, did he ever do this? I don't think Evel Knievel ever did that. Dude was crazy. I'm sure he did this one, right? But he never did that. He never did that. That's only for the guys that have a good life insurance policy right there. We have 2 of these left, okay? We have 2 Evel Knievel bikes left, all right? I'm confused. Mac, almost as bad as, what are you confused about? What Cat, tell me. Cat, come in, Cat. Cat, can you hear me? Cat, meow, meow. What are you confused about? I'm just going, we're doing a sale tomorrow, right? And I'm telling you what's on sale. So, to review, we've got the Mehu on sale, right? We've got Hot Wings on sale. We've got Pace Performance, those sprint cars, they're on sale. And Johnny Lightning's on sale. Johnny Lightning's 20% off. The Pace Performance, the sprint cars. YouTube guys said to jump in. YouTube guy who jumped Evel are a lot of fun. Yeah, these are great. There's only 2 left. There's no sale on these. They're full price. You pay full price for these because we only have 2 left. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? All right, these junk bots. Let's talk junk bots. Okay. These junk bots are all here. I don't know if is this gonna be like Jenga?
Mac,
what?
Danny says when you show off a product, you have to add the discount tag to it.
Okay. So I gotta do the live stream and the discount tag. I'll get to the discount tag here in a second.
All right.
Let me talk about these junk bots. All right, these junk bots. Is this gonna fall?
Okay.
I don't know. Is it gonna fall? Who turned, dude? I swear to God. I'm gonna fire whoever messes with the. You're not allowed to touch the AC. You're not allowed to touch the thermostat. That's what I'm sweating. All right, junk bots. We have had these junk bots forever. These are a great little toy. Hexbugs, junk bots. It's got this kind of Ninja Turtles vibe to it. These are 40% off, right? If I could give them away, I would, but they won't let me. All right, but 40% off all Hexbugs. That's this right here. That's these spiders. These spiders were cool. Like these spiders, Hexbugs. Call now. Operator on duty. Yes. Do not call now. I will not be answering the phone. I will not answer the phone. Look at this. These were cool. So like these, you would fight. They have remote controls. You don't see the lasers, but they can detect them, and then like one of them kind of blows up. These were pretty slick. They're very accurate, but these are a great little toy for your grandkid, for a family member. What is the age of the junk bots? Okay, this says, the age group says 3 and under, no go. Yeah, so 3 and above. 3 and above. Yeah, no, I didn't have my phone on me.
Yeah, that's what I told them.
Told them you were in action. Yeah, just randomly adding items one by one as you talk about them. Okay, so I gotta do everybody's job today. So we've got junk bots. 3 and up for junk bots. That's the age group. These spider tanks. These were great. Ryan's kids played with them a lot. I really enjoyed them. Okay, these are cool. All right. Then we've got the big factory junk bots. Who does that? Junk box. These are Hexbugs. These are like, you know, action figures, but like a little bit of a puzzle. All right, it's good stuff. The company's called Hexbug, and these are the series is Junk Bots, the Factory Collection, Metro Sewer System. Okay, explore more. You got this scan thing, 16 levels of unboxing. This is 5 and above, 285 pieces. It's a construction kit. It's a mixture of like action figures and Legos and a little bit of a puzzle. Okay. That's pretty cool. These are 40% off. 40% off right now. So whatever it is, take 40% off. Okay. And then we've got a remote control car. Hex Mods by Hexbugs. So it's Hexbugs. That's what you're going to look up. And this is a remote control car that you can build. That's pretty cool. Charging cord, decals, underglow lights. Dude, underglow lights, give me a break. You got drifting tire suspension. Look at that. Pretty cool stuff right there. Pro Racing Series. Everything you need. Right there. Hexbug Premium. Hex Mods. This is the RC Turner car. It's just 30 pieces. 30 pieces. Modify and upgrade your way to infamy with Hex Mods RC Turner cars. For the first time, you have been granted the power of full customization. RC Turner car set with the many optional parts, your mods, look, and overall performance in your hand. In your hand. Right, to begin, determine and define your personal style by switching out your rims, installing underglow lights, and applying your favorite decals. Look at these decals. You can kind of see the decals. Look at those decals. That's what they're talking about. And underglow lights, I do recommend the wind-up bird and the Diecast E2 Seahawk user testimonial. Excellent. What is the age group for the junk bots? I've already answered that. So with this, performance to style, Pro Series Elite offers an endless possibility of customization with over 18 modifications on this. With various options including Hex Mods Explorer set under hundreds of different mods, combinations, customize everything. Recharge and go. Hex Mods RC Turner cars comes equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, so racing customization and racing never stops, right? This is pretty slick. This is a cool thing. Brian finds some cool stuff, right? He just, I don't know, he likes to pontificate instead of sell his product. I don't know if I can't really show some of it. This is turn for the stem. Hexbugs, Vex Robotics. This is a little bit more advanced. What does this say? The age group on this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is a catapult of some sorts. Three arm lift ball up and onto the track. The heck does that mean? Bro, all right, you guys tell me. What do you see? This is like a Rorschach test. What do you see? What do you see right here? What is this? What is this? Bro, I'm as confused as you are. Build Genius. Okay, so like this stuff is good. Marble racing, Gale Force, yeah. I mean, dude, they've got like a bunch of equations here, which doesn't do any. These actually have meaning, but not here. Okay. Pick and drop ball machine. So it just picks up a ball and drops it. Oh my God. Who thought of this? If I could give this is definitely 40% off. All right. Pick up ball and drop machine. The most useless invention ever thought of. I mean, think of what you could do with this. This could just be like a talking piece and people trying to make my job for me there, Mac Henry. Trying to take my job from... No, I'm just saying, whoever came up with this idea, the pickup and drop ball machine, it says it right there, pickup and drop ball machine. Like, who was the guy in R&D that was like, you know what kids need? You know what they need today? They need a machine that picks up the ball and drops it. Tom, you're a genius. And thus this was created. The pick up and drop ball machine. You pick the ball up and you drop it. You pick the ball up, and you, oh, here's the boss. Well, hello there. Hold on, let me put you on speaker.
Are you trying to be Howard Beale with network? Is that what you're trying to do?
That's what I did. I did that. That was the attention getter. That was the attention getter. I was just like, I was like, well, I like quoting movies, so I'm just gonna start with a movie, and that one was.
Keep it up, and you get them motivated and everything, and
The petty officer.
Sales.
Yes, sir. Yes, petty officer Young. First cab, sub qualified.
I see some action today. I'm going to be monitoring you.
All right, you're gonna get action.
All
right, bye. So, continuing on. Hexbug. This off-road truck. Look at this. All right, so this is cool. This is cool right here. Hexbug off-road truck. 40% off. Right, build your off-road truck from over 800 Vex robot pieces. 820 pieces. So this is like micromanaging the staff. Something to that effect. This is all STEM. So like, you know, if you want your kid to get ahead, you gotta start them young. All right, you gotta start them young. If you want your kid to get ahead in the world, right, they gotta be smart. How do they get ahead in the world? They become an engineer, okay? Micro dysfunctioning. Yes. Something like that, something to that effect. I don't know, he was just checking it. That was harmless. All right. Look at that right there. Off-road truck. This is an RC that you build, right? Battery powered, remove the spare tire and insert your batteries to hit the road. I think it's 3 AA batteries. 820 pieces. Use it with others' builds. Connects with Bluetooth. Download the Vex Pilot app. So there's an app that comes with it. This is Hexbug. And this is the Vex Robotics. Hexbug. Vex Robotics off-road truck. Remote control construction kit. It's a dune buggy, right? So you can build it inside, take it outside. Look at that. Right? Get your kids started early on STEM. Get them ahead. Get them interested in building. Be like, Johnny, you're going to be an engineer, whether you like it or not. You're going to be an engineer. All right. 40% off all of this. These 2 shelves, 40% off. 40% off. These are cool too. This is a little junk box. Junk bots box right here. Mystery pack. Right? 40% off. They come in sets like this. And they're I don't know. There's so many of them. So, here we go. They come in like this, or maybe a 2-pack. There used to be a 2-pack. Here we go. I'll do a little display for you. We've got a 1-pack. We've got a 2-pack. Got like a 4-pack. Right there. What's inside? This little guy. I mean, just fun stuff. Fun, great little knickknacks for your kid. Look at this. This is a TV with feet. It's a TV with feet. What twisted world, a TV with feet? What is it, like the centibites? This is like Hellraiser sort of nonsense right here. No, this is Pee Wee Herman sort of stuff. It's a TV with feet, bro. Look at that. In case you're watching too much TV, it just walks away. Beep, 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 beep. Look at that. That's pretty cool. An old school refrigerator. Look at that. Old school refrigerator. So like I was delivering mattresses one time. We were in I think it was Tontogany, Ohio, right? Tontogany, right? Somebody messed with the AC, okay? I think it was Sarah. Like, you have no right to touch the thermostat, all right? Don't ever touch the thermostat. Like, I don't understand women and them touching, like, they're like, oh, I walk in, I can touch the thermostat. I don't get it. She cranked it up. Look at that. This is a boombox. Upside down. Yeah, so like it's just goofy fun stuff. It's got like a Ninja Turtles theme to it. This is just a robot leg. Skateboard. Hello, Mac. Ship my order. Not yet. Nate will. Shippy, shippy. Shippy, shippy. A bunch of little parts in here. Look how much stuff's in there, right? You'll be the coolest grandparent. Real thoughtful. Is this, hold on, this guy is an oven chef. That's crazy. You know what? I think there's something in here. I just got a feeling something has to be in here. Nothing. A rat, maybe. There's just that. Or maybe you put something inside. This is an oven. This is a stove chef. This is ingenious. This is a cool little character. Look at that guy. He makes food for you. I don't need to buy toys for any of my grandnephews. Yeah, maybe you don't, but somebody else does. I don't make the show just for you, Cat. I make it for everybody. So we also have these clickbots right here. Stickbots. These creatures. This is all 40% off. Look at this. Stickbots. Stickbots. What? Hey, Mac, has my slot card been posted yet, buddy? I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know who, I mean, I know people's, the order comes in as your name, but all I see is King whatever. There's usually no, I don't know how to, we don't associate it unless we specifically put it in. Stickbots. Cat doesn't like, okay, Cat, we're a toy store, all right? I can't always do slot cars. What do you want me to do, right? Like, I gotta sell this stuff. What am I gonna do with this? Throw it away? No. I can't. I gotta sell it. So we're talking about stickbots, whether you like it or not. Tonight when we do the auction, we'll do more slot car stuff. But we do a lot of slot cars. We got a lot of slot cars, right? But we got other stuff. We got a whole slew. We got cap guns. We got RC. We're not just we're a dynamic hobby store. We're a hobby store that has many offerings, right? Better than, what is it, Hobby Lobby. So we got stickbots. We got click creatures. Read closer, Mac. I'm actually your biggest, no, I'm just messing with you. Reread what Top Cat said. All right, guys, I can't read. I do need to buy toys for what my grandmother, I always think about them. This helps me. Oh, I did read that wrong. Cat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I abandoned you. I abandoned my boy. I abandoned my child. All right, so stickbots or click creatures. These are 40% off. These are like cool little knickknacks. Click creatures. There was like, okay, so let me tell you this. All right, let me tell you what's happened here at the store the last 3 weeks. Okay, what's happened at the store is this right here. Okay. I'm going to go to it, and I'm going to show you the madness that ensued for the last 3 weeks. And it wasn't Brian. It wasn't Brian's madness. It wasn't young drama. It was just operating a business that deals in toys, okay? So I want you to look at Exhibit A. Those shelves right there. You see this? They're all empty. Well, Mac, what was in those shelves? I'm glad you asked, right? Something that we had for like 4 years. And to Brian's credit, I had said a number of times, throw it away. Throw it away. Dude, that stuff's garbage. Throw it away. Throw it away. Like, oh, we're just storing it for no, it's taking up space. I said for 2 years to throw that stuff away that was there. Brian was like, nah, it's a good product. We need it. So to his credit, he held on to it. Now, some of it did go bad. We had to throw some of it away. But within 3 weeks, our entire inventory was gone. Right? Well, Mac, what was it? I'm waiting. It was this stuff. All right? It was knee-do. All right? This is all we have left. Out of like 40 boxes. Right? We had so much of it. We had it for 4 years. never moved. Never moved, right? And then within 3 weeks, gone. All of it. All of it. I couldn't believe it. So, like, buying toys is like buying stocks, right? Something's going to blow, right? So, I'm going to make something try and be viral. This is Steelworks. This is Schilling. All Schilling items. All Schilling items. Yeah. And we didn't sell enough of it. So we're still selling it. We're still selling this. So we got Steelworks. All Schilling items, 20% off. Right there, Schillings. This is like Connects. All right. Look at that. What Schilling does is they do a lot of retro toys, right? So, like, for whatever reason, they can't get, like, the original name of Little Green Men. Whatever this was, Army Men. So it's Paratrooper, throw it high. Paratrooper, throw it high. Boo! Don't break your legs! 17-inch shoot with tangle-free parachute. Just like you remember it. Brian ordered a bunch of crap toys yesterday at the show. Who said that? Miker? Don't ruin my day. Don't tell me that. I can't handle the truth. So all Schilling is 20% off. All Schilling. What's Schilling, you might ask? Little Green Men. Steelworks. Steelworks. Look at that. What the heck? That's supposed to be a helicopter? That's creative thinking right there. Yeah, the Poopa Trooper. That's creative thinking. They're calling that a helicopter. I'm calling that... I'm calling your bluff on that. So, we've got a lot of Schilling. Parcheesi. Look at this. When was the last time you played Parcheesi? Have you ever played Parcheesi? You're missing out. Okay, you're missing out if you haven't played Parcheesi. Okay? This is a great game, you know, to prove your wit. Classic board game, 2 to 4 players. Parcheesi. We've got Parcheesi. We've got Snakes and Ladders by Schilling. All Schilling items, 20% off. Snakes and Ladders. I guess this, like, dude, I might be wrong, but this is like a Hindu game, right? Dude, this game, I guess, is like thousands of years old, and, like, it was based off of the caste system, like, and, oh, if you are a bad person, you get snake, and you go down in the caste system, and it just reinforced the oppressive system. Poopa Trooper, based on Brian? I don't know. That's the only one of that one, so you better get that. You better get your Snakes and Ladder now. We've got these Hulva diecasts. This is all diecast. Hey, I'm forklift certified. What are you? Hey, Nate, I'm forklift certified, bro. I'm forklift certified. That's like a joke nowadays. 67! That's also another one. 67!
That's all you need in life, a forklift certification.
Yeah, forklift certification will get you far.
That's all you need.
That's all you need, bro. That's all you need. Forklift certification. So, to go again, all Schilling, 20% off. All Schilling items. I think Nidu is in the Schilling category, but we only have 4 things left, so that is that. Schilling items, 20% off. So, I'm taking, like, notes. I'm going to go to the desk here in a second and put all this in the system. So, going back to the clickbots. We also have Toysmith. We also have this. This is what we have. This is a voice modulator. You can have a lot of fun with this, right? You can prank call people. Like, hello, Brian. This isn't Max. *69, someone. I know what you did last summer. Right, what was it? Scream? I have exactly... I can't believe they still design... Exacto, that's what it was. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, it was Exacto. Dude, I was trying to figure that out for weeks. I couldn't quite remember. Thank you, Tip Top Cat. I couldn't remember. Do you want to play a game? This is awesome. That would drive me crazy. I'll get one for my grandkids and take it home. No. Leave it. Leave it with them. Prank Star 69. We got a bunch of X-Acto. I don't know. I was actually thinking X-Acto was Connects. I don't know, what was this called? It wasn't originally called Steelworks. X-Acto, we have a bunch of X-Acto stuff, but we don't have it on. It's all new, it's all old stock, but it's in good condition. This was called like Connects or something. This isn't like, because Schilling gets a new name, but like you're not paying the premium. Like, dude, you pay, people that are into Legos, they pay that premium, bro. Not me. I'm not paying no premium for Lego. Like Legos, one thing you learn in the toy industry is it's only worth whatever somebody's going to pay for it. And there's so much like fad going around. Legos are not worth the investment. Like, look at Cabbage Patch Kids. Look at, dude, we had Beanie Babies. They're a dime a dozen now. No Donut Time, King. I don't try and make a fool out of myself on live stream. But we have a lot of great stuff on sale. You know, we've got Hot Wings. That is, I can't remember what I said, 40% off or 20. I think I said 20. Yeah, I said 20. Johnny Lightning Diecast, 20% off. But the Pace Performance, that's 40% off. All those sprint cars, 40% off. What's also 40% off? All these Hexbugs, right? The company is Hexbug, right? These are really cool. This is a sleeper. This is like, this does the same stuff kind of Lego and action figures do. It's a great little, there's this lizard thing. Dude, you want to be the coolest grandparent or uncle or father? Easy wins. This is all easy wins for your kids or grandkids. You mean a Rector set, not exactly. That's exactly, Bob. That's what it was. Celery and carrot time. I am not a rabbit. I am not a rabbit. No, but that would be a more healthier option. It would be a more healthier option for him. So these click creatures, Hexbugs, stickbots. This comes with an app. Like, you can, these are designed, what's cool about these are they are designed to make like movies with them, right? You can download the app and make your own little movie. So like it uses, okay, so it's like, what exit are you off? I'm coming up someday. The 6th exit. So if you know where Bowling Green is, you take the exit before that. What do you have for kids with ADHD? You got to go to your shrink and talk to them about Adderall or Vyvanse. No, this would be good with kids with ADD. Like, any kid with ADD is going to lose interest in something within 5 minutes. So you want to get our stuff because these are 40% off, so you can keep them going, right? They're like, ooh, shiny penny. And then you distract them with this again. And then they get tired of that. Then you get them the bigger pack. Then you get them one of these. And you only spent like less than $50, right? That's what you do with a kid with ADD is you keep them stimulated with more new toys, right? Otherwise, they're going to get addicted to stuff. So you got to keep buying toys for kids with ADD. Trust me, I know. All right, you just got to keep them entertained. You gotta every paycheck, you gotta price out a little portion of it to just buying new toys. Squirrel, yes, exactly, right? So that's why these stickbots are gold. These will save your kid, right, from his ADD, from being on his phone too much. Because what this does is it interacts with your phone. They've got an app, right, and you make like little movies for it. That's cool. And these are designed to do like slow motion, like clay animation, but stickbots. You make little movies, and then you're feeding that, you know, future Spielberg his first passion, which is making movies, and the right kind of movies. Get him a bag of pot. I don't know what you do with your family and in your free time, but we do not do that here. I can't sell weed. I gotta sell toys, right? I'm not trying to go to jail. My goodness. Here at ProTinkerToys, we do not. I refuse to put them on drugs. Yes. Yes. I refuse to put them on drugs. So, like I said, you gotta have a portion of each paycheck you get just for toys, right? And get them, you know, they're not going to be into it forever, right? They go through phases. So we've got these stickbots. We've got these Hexbugs, right? This, some of the Hexbugs have like this on them, which that's all I'm about to show of that because I'll get banned by the government minders. But stickbots are a great little, they're like a toy that never picked up. And that reminds me of what I was talking about when I went over there. So I was talking about, you know, Need-Do and how we had it for 4 years and then it blew up. Like, we had people driving from Cleveland to come here and get Need-Do. It was it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, this lady, like, almost in tears, like, hey, do you have any Need-Do? I drove 2 hours. I was like, yeah, I got like 2 or, you know, I got like a couple of them over there. Go have at. Oh, thank you. I've been driving all over since Cleveland, and I just needed some Need-Do for my kid, right? Hold on, the other one. Yeah, this is Danny calling me now. Hello. How do I do that again? On my phone or on the computer? I guess I'm going to the computer now. So we're at the home page now. We're at the home page. This is Brian's computer. And we go to ProTinkerToys.com. And the master override. We click on view all. And you see all the items that I haven't talked about on sale. Oh, there's junk bots, and there's that. There's a parachute trooper. There's a beard. Bunch of toy guns. Pens.
Hey guys, we're putting this on sale.
All right, got it.
Because I can't like follow every step. Like I'm trying to keep along, but
Okay.
he's not giving me.
I don't even.
And then show them how to sort by in stock.
Okay, and you got to sort by in stock. So you just press that button. It's the top. It's the first thing, and a lot of the toy guns show up first, and then the 40%. Dude, it's $20 for that. This is like the 4-pack industrial dumpster assortment. Dude, it had the it has a washer character. I don't know. Those are cool. $20. You can't lose with that. Stuff that's in stock and on sale.
Yeah, just kind of follow the use our messenger.
Okay.
Kind of back and forth.
All right. Sounds good.
All right,
Bye. So that's all on sale. You go to our homepage. You go to our website like you didn't know. I see Brian's fart. No, this is Mac's candle. This is not for sale, right? But I bought this morning at Kroger because, you know, if somebody comes in, I want it to smell nice in here and not like an old bank from the 1800s. And then we got Nate. You know, he's doing his thing back there.
Oh, shippy.
Shippy. So, what I was saying was, okay, you never know with We're not answering the phone until noon. Okay?
We're not open.
We're not open until noon. I'm not answering the phone. I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. Okay?
Entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. So this is what I was saying. Nidu we had for 4 years. We had Nidu for 4 years. Maybe 1 or 2 sales. Could be a hung huge order over the phone. Answer the phone. No, it's not. If it's a huge order, they'll call back. It's always how it is. Retail never stops. I know it doesn't, but it does different things at different times, right? And right now it's doing this. It's doing a live stream and it's getting your orders out, dude. People are on the live stream already. You know, like, did you ship my order? Did you ship my order? That's what one guy's doing. The other guy is it's probably you calling. It's probably you calling Gale Force Raceway, trying to prank. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, and I'm not falling for it. I can't show what that is. I know what you're doing. Because people call all the time during the live stream, just be like, yeah, I farted, ha 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 ha, right? I'm like, no, bro, like I had to stop what I was doing and lose my train of thought, right? But these stickbots and these Hexbugs, I think, not me, I'm on a call myself. LO, very important meeting, clearly. Yes. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. But Hexbugs, I think they may blow up someday. Toys are like stocks. Eventually, you know, huge order, roll caps and rubber band guns. Yes. Thanks for shipping my order. Not a problem. That you can thank Nate. Wasn't me. You can see what I've been doing this whole time. So, stickbots, they may blow up someday. They may go like viral, right? They're a good product. These are a good product. These are all good products. These are great products. Great ingenuitive toys. They may blow up. Do you want to be left behind and not have these? Dude, I can't tell you how many resellers bought all the Nidu that we have. And dude, sold it for like 20 bucks. Like, you know, say what you want about Brian. He didn't do that. Tell them to pound sand, Mac. Yeah, there you go. Pound sand. Right, dude, these people bought the Nidu that we sold. Like, we just sold it at the price we've always sold it at. And they were charging like 20 bucks for something we sold them for $5. Right? These scalpers, you know, preying on little kids. I mean, Brian was like, no, just sell it, right? But we could have jacked up the prices, but we just sold them. I'm gonna call at 12:01. You better answer. That's my favorite. Ha ha ha. That's my favorite thing. I can't show what's up there. I gotta do it like this. Here we go. That's my favorite thing. But clickbots. Clickbots and stickbots and click creatures with Hexbugs. Da 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 da. I feel like Willy Wonka. Eastern Standard Time, that's correct. We're in the same time zone. The Snozberries, we've got... I'm going to try and make a song. All right, let's make a song. So, let me get situated. At ProTinkerToys, we've got Click Creatures and Stickbot Legends and Stickbot Mega Monsters. We've got Junkbots and Hexbots and Fuzzy Creatures. We've got Nathan, Mac, and Brian. The Snozberries taste like Snozberries, and the Junkbots taste like junk. But you can always find something for your junk here at ProTinkerToys. Not me, Scrum. It's Stickbots Mac with, it's Stickbots time with Mac. No, it's buy the stuff that's not moving. You buy now. You buy now. Moi Mao. No, this is just, I don't know, like, he talks about slot cars a lot. I know you guys are mainly slot car fans, which is cool, right? But we're a toy store and a hobby store. We're a multifaceted. All right. But I know all you old guys. I know all you old guys are into this. I can't get it. I need to pick something up off the ground. I can't reach it with my hand. Ah, I got a gopher. Robotic hand. Scare off the neighborhood kid. Right? I say. No donut time, King. It's Claw, the Claw. The Claw. Schilling. This is a Schilling item. So what did I say? 20% off Schilling? Schilling, the robot hand. I mean, Schilling does a lot of, or the robot claw. Or the Galaxy Grabber. Dude, I love the ingenuity of Schilling. It's Toy Smith. These are all the same length. See if I can do it all at once. This is a fun little grabber. I can't bend over. I can do two. Some of this I think is Toy Smith. This is Toy Smith. This is Toy Smith. This is Schilling. So Toy Smith items, 20% off. Toy Smith. This is Schilling. Right there. And this is Toy Smith. Toy Smith, 20% off. Now I gotta text Danny. Toy Smith, 20% off. Toy Smith, 20% off. Toy Smith, 20% off. All right, that's why. Max, show your favorite item in the shop. My favorite item in the shop. Oh man, it's right over here. And fun fact, it's 30% off. Oh man, I don't know how he does this. This is like, bro, this is I want to show you this cart that Brian uses. Like, he has all the money in the world. And this is like an old medical cart that I got like, dude, and it's filled with his crap. Look at that. Like, okay, so this was me. This was all me, right? I did this. I did that, right? But like in his cart at any given time is all of this. This was me, all right? Is all this. Look at that. Look at that. This cart he got from Kim for free. I think it's an old medical cart. I'm not sure, right? But I'm having trouble getting over that ramp. But bro, like, he's got that, like this tentacle thing. Oh my God. I just showed what I think I shouldn't have showed. This is my setup. All right. If any one of you, I will give a free iWheel to anyone that can think of or design a better system than that right there. This monstrosity. This like 1950s cart. Like, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Bro, what does that say? What does that say? Like, what are we doing here? That was it. He got that from Kim. It said Florida, but she was in Cincinnati, right? I don't know what that is. I will give a free iWheel to anyone that can figure out how to improve that setup and then how we can put our live stream on all different, what is it called? Platforms. I'm talking like Rumble or whatever. I will give you a free iWheel if you figure everything out. You have to figure everything out. Did Fred Flintstones? I don't know what that is, right? I don't know what it is. Like, this lighting's kind of goofy. But this stuff over here is my favorite. And it's 30% off. I can't show it in a live stream. And that's what, dude, I'm sorry. That was a tangent. I'm sorry. It's just that, like, everywhere, like, I try to push that thing. It's crazy. This stuff is Magnum Enterprises, 30% off, right? I don't know if I can show this, but this is all wooden cool stuff, right? I had these as a kid. All you do is you take electric tape and you wrap this up and then it becomes smooth and it's a cool handle My dad used to make swords for us when we were kids. I played with these things all the time because he was a carpenter. But this stuff is cool. You can paint it. It's too big. Dodge. I don't know. But all Magnum Enterprise is 30% off. All right, and now that it's getting warmer outside, we have something that's really cool that we haven't spent a lot of time going over. Brian talked about it a bit, but we haven't done too much on it. But it's these Estes rockets. Look at this stuff. I gotta get it just right. Otherwise it's all weird. All right. I gotta move. Oh, so this is how he has it. All right, hold on, people. Hold on, people. He's got his setup all. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is the real one. I'm not even in the right one. This is the right one. Sorry. Can you? All right, we're good. We're good. Okay. It's a medical cart. It's still big, tip top, and we've got it on sale. We've got it 40% off. 40% off all Estes products. I don't know what that is. 40% Estes rockets. As long as they're not in your hand, I think they're good. 40% off these rockets. Okay, this is all we got. This is our entire inventory. This is some cool stuff. Look at this. Bro, I can't even fit this on the screen. So we had this guy come in. He was like probably late 70s. He was from Bowling Green, Ohio, and you know, just old school. And I don't know if you know of the movie or the book October Skies, right? Which was about a young group of kids. Maybe New England. I can't remember what it is. If you know, you can type in the comments, help me tell the story. But what ended up happening was they got really, you know, during the space race, rockets were really cool. There was Werner von Braun, you know, and the V2 rocket. We don't talk about his past, Operation Paperclip. I'm from West Virginia, where I'm from McDowell County, West Virginia. There you go, Dodge Ram Sport 101, West Virginia. My grandmother was from Vicksburg, but we know October Skies, the Rockets. It was a great movie. Great movie. I recently rewatched Cider House Rules. I forgot who was in it, but I just remember watching that movie when I was younger and being like, wow, that was like Michael Caine was in that Cider House Rules. So was not Uma Thurman. God, what's her name? She's from South Africa. I can't remember. That was a great movie. I like Michael Caine, but October Skies, I think that had Jake Gyllenhaal in it. And it was a story about boys discovering rockets and, like, you know, putting their mind to the test and kind of just being the tinkerers. Like, that's the whole thing of this business, is to tinker. And this is a great tinkering toy. Get kids looking up into space. I know there are plenty of, maybe not in New Jersey because it's so populated. It is the Garden State. I can't lock this, and I don't know why. Hold on. Here we go. I locked it. All right. Maybe in the Garden State, you can find in the middle of the state, right? Because South Jersey is like, that's like woods or whatnot. North Jersey is like New York-ish. It's like urban. But we have these Estes rockets. This is it right here. Estes rockets, 40% off. Includes rocket, launch pad, launch controller, 112-inch, 30 cm parachute. So you can do it again. Anthony Bateman Sr., still alive. I'm good. Welcome to class, Anthony Bateman Sr. You're late. I know you're recovering. Good to see you. We're talking about rockets. All right, I know they're not 1/32 scale, but these Estes rockets, the Javelin, is this upside down? No, it's not. 1 hour to launch, level 2. These are ages 10 and above. Nathan Luna, 99. What are you doing, Nate? Don't give me money. I had one of those with my son. Great. I know, dude. These are great, right? I remember doing one of these. So you can launch it. You get like one launch, right? Picture has a roof on. No good for Brian, buddy. How are you doing, Mayor? How are you doing, Anthony Bateman Sr.? Anthony Bateman, alive and well. Anthony Bateman Sr. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're recovering quick. Hopefully everything is going well for you. Hopefully you have a shirt on. I'm just kidding. But these rockets, Estes rockets, Mac is in the fart zone. Yeah. You know, gas, gas, gas. King, it was, cart fits perfectly. My man, Mag. My man, mean, Monty Suggs. What's up? I'm doing good, Mac. Real sore, but I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Yes, I'm glad you're doing well, Anthony Bateman. Thank you so much for keeping us in the loop. And we hope you get better soon. I hope everything, you have a full recovery. Brother, I hope you have a full recovery, brother. This is, that's how Anthony, he's one of a kind. Anthony Bateman Sr., brother. He's like, he's the slot car Randy Savage. He's like, I don't care. No, he just says brother all the time. Good morning. You're just like Brian. Can't get the names right. It's not Estelle. It's Estes. Scott Spanzel. Yeah, no, I mean, all right. Scott Spanzel. I was told, as I was coming in, I was doing a live stream. I told them I wanted to do research and, you know, be able to do it. So I'm getting them wrong because, like, Brian likes to do live, like, he just wakes up, you know, rolls out of bed and does a live stream. Like, that's not me. I don't know what condition that is, but I think Brian has it where he likes to be in front of the camera and to pontificate. It's somewhat amusing, but then he gets a little too slap happy, and it's like, okay, bro, like, cut it off, right? So with me, it'll be a little bit more calculated. Like, I like to prepare. I like to think of things ahead of time, because if I start just rambling, like, then I'd be like, well, I don't trust banks. Put all your money in the mattress, you know, and it's just, you don't need to know that about me, right? And I don't need to know that about me. Hi, Butt Week. I was launching rockets when I was 12 and I'm 64. Hey, that's good. Hello, cool Luke. How you be, brother man? Brother man, Scott, you and me are the same age. Yeah. That's what you'll find is a lot of you guys are the same age or around the same generation, same generation. You know, virtually everyone's. But these Estes rockets are cool. Estes rockets. Thank you, Scott Spanzel. Estes rockets. 58 feeling great, Monty Suggs. 58 feeling great. Look at this right here. 15 Seconds of Fame is up with that guy. I don't know who that is, which guy you're talking about. Oh, this is still right. $49.99, 40% off. You do the math. Orbital transporter? Does this go in space? Orbital transporter? What? Bro, look at that. Look at that on the back. That's the moon. That's in space. Is that false advertising? Can we sue these guys? Is that false advertising? Dude, does this go to space? Soars up to 800 feet. Like, how is that legal? You could hit a plane, bro. Like, some guy in his cockpit, like, oh, it's a beautiful day. What was that? Ah, dead. All because you wanted to play with some rockets. No, I don't know. I think they fly higher. 800 feet, bro. I actually had that rocket. All this left is the shuttle part on top. Okay. You had this rocket, Anthony Bateman. You didn't crash any planes with this. You didn't. I'm so happy they still make the orbital trans. Yeah, bro. So this is okay. Anthony, who said that? All right, Anthony Bateman Sr. You're telling me this what was left? This top part? This part right here. So this part, always wanted a rocket honest jam. This part goes up and hits space, and then this part, what? Doesn't come back. This just keeps going. Yeah, so it's got a parachute. Oh, wait a minute. We got it here. Shoots up. That comes back down, but this doesn't. That's way pre-space shuttle. The top part. Okay, the top part comes back. Honest, John Estes rockets I always wanted. You get them. You get them. They're 40% off. Flies to the moon, but doesn't come back. Hey, cool hand, Luke. So yesterday, so Nate, he works here with us. He's homeschooled, so that's why he has time to chill out with us. But like, I feel my job is to give him the culture, you know, because like if you go to like high school and whatnot, kids are like quoting movies or saying stuff that makes no sense. You're like, what's going on? But it, like they're part of the culture. So like, if you're part of the culture, no man has ever walked on the moon. Not true. Don't be one of those guys. Don't be one, dude. We got rockets that can go to the moon in this store, right? They left junk on the moon. But anyways, going back to the story is like, I always try and give Nate some of the culture, the American culture that like is so entrenched in society. And they golfed on the moon. Yeah, they did. I just try and give them some of that like just quick pieces of culture that I think, you know, will help you understand the world around you, right? And so movie lines are big, or movies. I'm always, you know, like, hey, everyone's going to quote this movie. You know, like just recently within this live stream, I was talking about Randy Savage, right? I didn't have to introduce anyone to who Randy Savage was because we already know, right? We know that he said brother and he was a WWE superstar, right? And he was big with Hulkamania and whatnot. So, you know, you have the username Cool Luke, one of Stanley Kubrick's best films ever. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, Randy Savage would snap into a Slim Jim. Yes. See, that's culture. That's culture, right? October Skies is a movie. You know, I was just talking about Jesse. The Body Ventura was my favorite. Yes, they did. I was running the camera. Superman sucks. Superman sucks is a Batman fan. So anyways, I was like, hey, you know, this is the Earth. Ivan Putski was also awesome. Yes, he was. But like yesterday, I was showing him Cool Hand Luke, and the line was, that's Team America. It was what we have here is a failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you got what we got here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you boys do. And so I was like, dude, if you ever hear someone say, what we have here is a failure to communicate, that's Cool Hand Luke. Superfly Snucker. Yeah, there you go. Superfly. I mean, yeah, that's another one, right? Superfly. Curtis Mayfield. That's another one, right? I mean, that's also the beginning of a... Yes, it is, right? Mac Plus, does Brian's cart need top storage? Okay, Gale Force Raceway, this is what I'm going to tell you. It's going to turn into what it is now. Keep it lean and like with the cameras. Now let's do it. I'm going to give him an offer he can't refuse. Or what about, I could have had class. I could have been a contender instead of a bum, which is what I am, you know. Or, you know, what was it? I was trying to remember the Third Man quote. I could just think of the tune. The Third Man with Orson Welles. Another great movie. I'm a big movie buff. I could talk movies all day. It's just that, like, recently the movies, like, I want to watch just a movie, right? I want to be preached to. I don't want to have to, like, take notes. AV is covered. Does he need all the storage on top like that deep? No, he does. Okay, so here's the thing. On this basket, if you do that, it's going to turn into this. I would say don't let them store anything in it. Okay. Don't let them store any. Just keep it. I mean, you could do both. I mean, it's Brian. Brian's the one that's going to be buying it, so I would say he doesn't need it. But he probably would like it because he does the thing that's going to fill up with all this garbage. But anyways, I was talking about movies, and you know, like it just seems like they're creating out so many movies nowadays. It's like it's hard to keep track of what's good and what's not. I remember when I was younger, if it was Oscar, show my little friend. Yeah, show you my little friend. Gigi, go. I think, are you talking about say hello to my little friend? I'm Al Pacino. I'm always yelling in movies. You know, like I just like a good, like, you know, a good movie, right? You know, some of these directors, like, you're just like, I can only do like a Blade Runner, or I can't remember this one director's name. I mean, they're great movies, but he's always doing a deeper meaning, you know, like, you know, just too much. Like a lot of the content I watch on TikTok and whatnot, they talk about movies. You know, somebody mentioned Stanley Kubrick. Yeah.
Got a couple customers wanting you to show off one of our train sets.
I'm not going to show off the fucking train set. I don't got time for that. All right, thank you. Houston, we have a problem. I don't like violence, Tom. I'm a businessman. Blood is a big expense. ProTinkerToys will now have a Starbucks coffee drive-thru. I don't know about that. Starbucks coffee drive-thru. But we do have Estelle rockets. Estelle rockets are on sale, 40% off. We even have the rechargers. So how these rockets work, Estes, Scott Spanzel, Estes, you know, you get one launch out of these, and then you get these rechargers, right? So these Estes rockets are cool. You know, we got the Zinger. We've got the Big Bertha right here. Big Bertha. How's the weather? Show the train set if you want to sell it. I don't want to later. I'm doing Estelle rockets right now. Don't tell me what to do. This is why I want to have more organization when it comes to these. And these are the recharging. That's a good flyer. It is. Right. We've got the Big Bertha, the Antar, right? Yeah, no, the Antar is good. This one right here, the orbital transporter, sounds so nerdy. I think this came from somebody's collection. I don't know, but that's what we got going on. We've got this one. This is the commemorative edition of Apollo 11. That's pretty cool. Apollo 11 right there. Commemorative edition. Dude, we went to the moon in the 60s. That's crazy. Right? Look at this. Look at this rocket. Dude, this rocket is huge. I can't even get it all in the camera. Pre-built. Excellent. Yeah, it's you can actually do it. As the tallest, heaviest, and most powerful rocket ever produced, the original Saturn V was a 3-stage rocket and stood 300 and... What do you want?
Customer from the live stream.
I don't want to talk to customers in the live stream right now. Please and thank you. All right. I'm not taking any calls right now. All right. I'm doing a presentation, right? If you want to add to the conversation, just add to in the comments. Okay, once I get done with this live stream, we can then take calls. But like, I can't do two things at once. I can't all of a sudden, because nobody else can hear the phone call, right? So you know, please, the moon and on 4 megs of RAM and no less. Isn't that crazy? Like, there is more technology in our cell phone that was in this rocket, right? And we went to like that just shows how they were just like, we're gonna do it. Like, we don't care if, you know, I mean, obviously they would care if somebody died, but they were like, we're gonna do it. Like, we have to beat the Soviets. No show, no sale. Yeah, I don't know. I've got like a focus. I got to keep a train of thought. So anyways, you know, they were like dedicated to beating the Russians or the Soviets, right? Like, it's crazy. There's more technology in our phone today in this, right, than was in this, right? This was just a lot of fuel. This was a lot of fuel. I'll get to that. I have a set, you know, like I have my this is the presentation that Mac's doing, and I have to show the items and make sure I talk about all the things that I want to talk about. So, you know, I'm not like, it's not like dance, monkey, dance. You know, the dude with the little, what is it, the little thing, and I'm your monkey, just, you know, like, and then I go around with the cup and be like, dance, monkey, and no. Brian will do that for you. I have a show. I have a set. This is a set. This is like, you know, there will be no donut time in this. There will be a structure to it. You know, I'm not some carnival monkey trying to entertain the masses, right? I have, you know, everything I talk about gets written down by the YouTube government, and we have to talk about everything in detail. Just messing with, no, you're all right, you're good. I was messing with you with I was just thinking like is it a carnival monkey? Like the thing, the dude that does the, I can't even remember the song, but the Saturn rocket, the Estes commemorative edition 1/200 scale Apollo 11 Saturn V model is almost 2 feet tall and comes fully assembled with many scale details and markings carefully reproduced for exceptional realism. The historical model of Saturn V is suited for display and flight. So you can, this is a shelf queen, and you guys could be like, you want to see something cool? You want to see Saturn V? Saturn V. And where's King? Mac, it's not easy doing what you do. Thanks, Monty Suggs. King 7703. What's this? What's that? What's this right here? What's that? They littered on the moon. They played golf. What's this? Right? Is that Stanley Kubrick? Is that Stanley Kubrick? Is this Stanley Kubrick? But fun fact, there are people in this organization that do think we did not land on the moon. I'll let you deal with that as you choose. Off to work. Have a good day, everyone. I'm flown that rocket too. It's awesome. Hey, Scott Spanzel. Right on, Postman. Right on, Postman. Hey, thanks, Monty Suggs. Who took the photo of Neil's first steps? The other guy that was up there with him. It's still hard to believe we went to the moon. Yes, the lander was made of tin foil. Give me a break. Not you. Dodge Ram Sport. Oh, one, not you, two. It's like finding out someone's like a vampire or something. Like, if you don't believe we landed on the moon, like I can't take you serious. I can't take you serious. Like, we have lasers. We're dropping bombs. Like, we have all this technology, and you're like, and we can't make, you know, like, can't make it to the moon. Like, we have iPhones and iPads and all this stuff. You know, this is an image of me in Ohio, and you could be watching it in California if you're Victor Rodriguez or Rich Rodriguez, or, you know, Rob Rodriguez. You know, you were watching me, a picture of me live from a device that is less than $100. Flat earthers can't be, you can't, no, you can't. You can't, right? They're what are they called? Contrarians. Like, well, technically a hot dog is a taco because it's just, you know, wheat and bread and meat, so that's a taco. Yes, but it's 2026, not 1966. Yeah, but like we haven't gone back to the moon because the national priority changed, right? So like people would protest launches because it was chest pumping to other countries. Like, it was like, hey, look what we can do. Look what Americans can do. Hey, Soviets, did you get to the moon? Like, they were beating a Sputnik, and then Yuri, whatever, Gagagier, Alien said, "Get off my lawn," like Gran Torino, "Get off my lawn." You ever run into one of those guys you shouldn't have just messed with? I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I'm Clint Eastwood. Walter Cronkite said we did. Yes, Walter Cronkite. Yeah, great. Yeah. Hey, don't shoot me with a rubber band, bro. And we're off. What happened to your show? My show's right here. You're tuning in, Gator Man. Gator Man, NASA said that they have gotten rid of technology to go back to the moon, and then they have to explain Van Halen's belts. I don't get the Van... Are you talking about the band Van Halen? Panama. We are Sarah for the last like couple days has been playing 80s music, and I'm just like, oh, Panama. That's good stuff. All right, this is backwards now, so I got it right. So Estelle Rockets, Van Halen. What did I say? What did you type? Van Allen belts? Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. I read Van Halen. You can see what's on my mind. Van Halen. Is the Walmart? Is there a Walmart on the hood? Van Halen belt. Stunned. I misspoke. Van Allen. I don't know what Van Allen belt. Like sometimes you guys talk about stuff. I'm like, I have no idea, right? But I know Van Halen. All right. I know Van Halen. Van Allen. I don't know what you're talking about, right? So I see Van Halen, not Van Allen. I don't know what Van Allen belts are.
Say my name back here.
You were playing 80s music.
Oh yeah.
And so he said, "Do you know what Van Allen is?"
Do you mean Van Halen?
That's what I thought. I said Van. He said Van Allen's belts. I don't know what that is, so I thought he said Van Halen.
The only Van I know is Van Halen.
Yeah, the only Van I know is Van Halen. This is Smart Chat, Mac. You gotta step it up. I don't know what Van Allen is. Yes, Van
Apparently
Halen was a good band.
Dumb now.
Yeah, I don't know what Van Allen is. Maybe he was a president of some sort. I don't know. Van Allen's. Do you want me to look it up? Like, do you want me to stop what I'm doing and look it up? I got stuff to present. Okay. And Van Allen's belts is not in our Shopify inventory. Okay. But cap guns are. Van Allen's radiation belts are 2 donut. Here you go. You did that on purpose. You did that for donuts. You guys are like subliminally donut time. Donut. They look like donut belts. Donut. Donut-shaped zones of energetic charged particles, protons and electrons trapped by Earth's magnetic field within the magnetic field located between 640 to 85 K. Asteroids radiation. It's in space, a star or planet. Van Allen belts are the belts that go around the Earth that are full of radiation and cannot get through. Swear to God, Google it. I'm doing a live stream. Do you want me to do this the whole time or interact with you? Right? That is how, like, I'm not supposed to. If you want to Google it and add it to the chats, like, thank you. Right? But, like, I'm not going to stop. Dude, if every time I was like, I don't know what that is, and I had to stop and Google it, I'd be like, hold on. You know, no, do your live screen. Yeah, that's what they teach. Touche, Anthony. Touche. All right, they teach, dude. How am I gonna remember the belts, the Allen belts? Right. I got more important things to remember, like Van Halen. What's more important, Van Allen belts or Van Halen? Okay, can we get a like thumbs up for Van Halen, thumbs down for Van Allen belts, right? Like, give me a break. Just do it. Yeah, I know. Panama. Let's just sleep and listen to something. You're all gonna be listening, dude. Wouldn't that be cool? A slot car, the Van Halen. Right? Car. Just call it the Van Halen. Right? And just Science 101. Anthony, bro, there's a million things of science. Right? How am I going to remember one fact of the Van Allen belts? Okay? Right? What, like, Well, you know, what is E equals MC squared? The Van Halen. No. Take out the first Van and just like have it used for both. Like the Van Halen, right? Plus it'll save you money, right? The Van Halen, right? That'd be a sweet one. Sweet, new. Somebody send him the email. We want the Van Halen. You can use belts or suspenders also. Cool hand, Luke. That's what I'm. The Van Halen Van. Write it on your forehead, Mike Fiegel. You write it on a gator. Well, I'm an engineer, so I'll take both of them. There you go. There you go, Dodge Rams. There you go. The Van Halen Van. Who's on first? That's a good one. Van Halen Van. Just call it the Van Halen, right? And you save money, right? It's one less decal, right? And then on the back, the bumper or the license plate just says Panama. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good idea. See, you guys, the Van Halen belts are up in Earth's orbit. That's what they are. Anthony Van Sr., they're going to be like, somebody's going to be like, it's like that scene from Tommy Boy where he's all like, I just need your John Hancock. He's like Herbie Hancock. And so like somebody's be, it's the Van Allen belt. I'm like, no, it's the Van Halen belt. Oh, another engineer. Yeah. You engineers and your slot cars and all that. I think I can turn this around. Hold on. I got to do it this way. I got to get the cart right. There we go. Brian had it. Get it all weird. Panama. There we go. He's got some sort of arm. Yeah, dude, this setup is free iWheel to anyone that can figure out a better setup. And figure out how we can get our live stream on all different platforms at once. All the platforms all at once. I mean, bro, look at this setup. Hold on, I gotta do this. This is like some Centabyte from Hellraiser, dude. Look at this thing. Right? I got this on top of this. I got this car. It's a nightmare. It's a Hellraiser nightmare. That'd be a sweet slot car, Hellraiser. Hellraiser slot car. Dude, they did a Slayer one. Why not a Hellraiser? Right? Prepare to lose. Or a Talladega Nights. Talladega Nights. They should do the Hellraiser one for Halloween. That's what they should do. Speaking of slot cars, don't get a perm. No, I won't. I don't like, dude, my hair is barely on here as it is. I'm losing it day by day. The Super International, not on sale, but available. I have a cart with a few options, but he'd hate it. Look at this, Super International. Dude, so many people called about this. We still have a few left. 4-lane AFX. Super International. 4 cars, 4 lanes. Great racing. Dude, I mean, that's the one to go to. Anytime we get a 4-lane in, it's golden because that's the go-to. That is the go-to for that. People, we sold so many Victory 400s. I mean, with a 2-lane, it's like you and a friend, but if you're having a party, you gotta have a 4-lane because just so many people want to try. Dude, slot cars are such a big, conversation starter. I mean, if you have guests over and they have kids, dude, they'll be doing it all night, these kids. Dude, Danny's kids do it like, dude, they're so into it. They are so into it. The Wrath of Khan. Are we talking about Star Trek now? Are we talking about the Wrath of Brian, the Wrath of Khan? And it'll be like that. Earth will be one of my satellites. Khan! But we have more rockets. More rockets. Look at this. This is an Estelle rocket. Look at this right here. Estes rocket, flying model. Flying model rockets. NASA's Artemis program will land the first woman and next man on the moon. From there, they will take the giant leap, sending astronauts to Mars. The Artemis rocket soars up to 350 feet. I mean, I think it's just cool to have. It's 19.4 inches. That's great. 40% off all Estes for trouble with tribbles. Trouble with tribbles. I don't know what you're talking about. Trouble with tribbles. Due tomorrow with a curly wig on, right? It's only for the weekend, okay? I only dress up on the weekend. But we also have something over here, which is also on sale. Also on sale. Just go to on sale items. You'll see all the caps. They're all on sale. I don't know. You guys, the guys that normally tune in aren't really into cap guns. The people that are into cap guns have watched Brian's videos. Cap guns, cap guns, cap guns. Estes rockets. We also have drone rockets. We also have these rockets. This is spinner missile. These are not by Estes. These are by Rage Resist the Ordinary. Spinner missile, right? Spinner missile. We have another spinner missile, but it's black. Same model. And we have Firefox Toys. All Firefox items, 20% off. Firefox. Firefox has a lot of great stuff. I'll get to it here in a second. We also have more Rage rockets. And Rage rockets. Rage rockets. Right here. All Rage items, 20% off. Rage rocket items, 20%. Rage rocket items, 20%. Robo Lizard. This is a robotic lizard. Sneak it. This thing's crazy. Motion control. In this mode, Robo Lizard recognizes and follows you and your hand when it's in, if it's within 2 to 4 inches of its face. So this is like some creepy mechanized lizard that follows you around and someday will try and eat you. Not space agency, NASA, not space agency. I don't know what you're talking about, King. I have no idea. So that again is Rage and Firefox Toys. 20% off. Rage and Fox Toys. 20%. There we go. So we've been on the live stream for 90 minutes. We're almost to 1 o'clock. I think we have talked about enough. Thousands of people can keep a secret for 50 years. Yeah, really. I have a question. Your slot car sets, how much are they? Fostoria, Ohio Model Railroad Club. I think you're out of Fostoria, Ohio, and you're into model railroads. Our slot cars are, there's a bunch of different prices for them. We have a whole bunch. We're known for these exclusives right here that were designed by Brian, the owner. No one would ever swear on the Bible if they'd been to the moon. King, leave me alone. So Ohio Railroad, Fostoria Ohio Railroad Club. They range from anywhere from like $20 to $60 for just the car. The sets are anywhere from like $300 to $100. This one right here, this one I just showed. This is the Super International. This is a new, oh, that's the back of it. Fostoria Ohio Railroad Club. All right, this is the Super International, right, by AFX. This is $398 plus tax and shipping. But if in your Fostoria, you'll probably pick it up. So you're looking at like $310, including taxes for this. This is a lot, though. This is a 4-lane. This is a rare 4-lane, right? Normally they're 2-lane. But if you're a club, you probably want a 4-lane because people are going to show up. So some things are true, or whether you believe them or not, I don't know. We're done talking. We're done talking about the moon landing. I got a guy that's got a legitimate question about slot cars. Give me a thumbs up right there. I see 36, 42. 36 thumbs ups, 42 people. What is this? What did I do to deserve this? Right? So, slot cars, you know, you probably want, if you're a railroad club, you know, big news with that though. Lionel bought Auto World, so railroad model railroad company bought slot car company, so there might be some synergy right there in the future. But slot cars cost from anywhere from $20 to $60. Sets are probably the way to go. We do sell bulk sets or bulk track. That's the cheapest. It's probably the best. If you ask me, he's giving it away. Auto World sells their track for like 90 cents an inch, and we sell it for like 30. It's ridiculous. He hasn't done the math right. But you can get bulk track from us, Fostoria Railroad, and then cars and whatnot. Not a problem. Anytime. Anytime, my friend from Fostoria. With railroads, Fostoria is like the spot with all the railroads like connect. They've got like an iron triangle, and then they used to have like a picture of Jesus that like randomly appeared on a silo or like an oil thing, and like people came from all around to see the picture of Jesus that miraculously appeared, and then somebody had enough of it and threw paint on it. I don't know if that's a true story, but Fostoria, a small town with a big history. But thank you for tuning in. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We're on like an hour, we're over an hour. We've got a lot going on. But make sure everything, just for review, we did Mamehu is on sale. Hey, we've got Hot Wings. We've got Pace International. We've got Johnny Lightning. We've got Schilling on sale. We've got Toy Smith on sale. We've got Magnum rubber band guns on sale. That's a big one. Those are American made. Magnum rubber band guns are made in South Dakota. You know, you're supporting an American manufacturer when you do it. And it's great quality. It's none of this Chinese crap that people just get away with pawning off. Like rubber band guns. You know, dude, we get so many people to call in that say, I bought this rubber band gun from Amazon, and it worked 2 seconds. It didn't even shoot, didn't even work. Our rubber band guns, they work. They're good. They're American made. They stand by their product. And they're here in America. So we got Magnum for sale. We got Estes rockets for sale. We got Rage rockets for sale. And we got Firefox toys for sales. We got a big sale going on. We also have an auction tonight. This auction is gonna have some great stuff in it because I get to choose. There may be an iWheel. There may be an iWheel tonight. There may be more than one iWheel. There may be 3 iWheels. I don't know. It could be 3 iWheels. It could be. Mac, do a Mac sale for $11 a slot car. No. I was born tonight, but not last night. But there may be 3 iWheels at tonight's auction. There may be 3 iWheels. I don't know yet. But 3 iWheels sounds good. 3 iWheels. He hasn't done 3 iWheels in a minute. We did 1 iWheel last week. It went well. I like that. Right? So, could be a couple iWheels in tonight's auction because we got a bunch of them. Right? And it's time to get rid of some of them. Right? So, you could see that. You could see an RC tonight in tonight's auction. You could see one of Brian's bottles of Cokes in tonight's auction. But I guarantee you will see an iWheel. I guarantee you will see an iWheel. You may see a rocket. You may see an RC, right? But you will see, there will at least be 1 iWheel tonight in the auction. So, you may see 3, you may see 1. But there will be 1 iWheel auctioned off tonight. Could be the last one, could be the first one. It'll be right at 6 o'clock. Auction in Iowa, or right at 7 o'clock. Sell Brian's cart in the auction. I don't even think. I don't think I'm allowed to. I think it has asbestos in it or something. I don't know, man. Like, there are Slayer cars selling good. I would say no. Not as well as I thought they'd be. And I don't know why. Okay, all set, and then you can shut it down. Okay, but I'm getting the approval I can shut it down. I want to thank you all for being here with me during this live stream. I know, like, you know, Brian likes to pontificate, and sometimes he turns this into a, like, political pundits show, but that's not what I want from you guys or anything like that. I'm here to sell toys. I'm here to sell toys and inspire things and talk about things like the Van Halen van, which I'm still, dude, one time I stood right here and we talked about like future auto world vans. We talked about like the ice cream van. Everyone is buying AFX police cars. Yeah. Anyways, we were talking about like new sets that they could. So I was like, somebody email, dude. I swear to God, they came out with some of the ideas like similar to, like they got the taco van. We said a food truck. So I'm just saying, the Van Halen van, or just the Van Halen, and it's a van, so it's like so. I'm just saying, we love the new show format. Thank you. So, you know, Auto World, Van Halen, van, or just, and call it like the groupie series, or like, you know, classic rock. Like this, I will say this about Auto World. All right, this is me ranting. Their latest series have been night and day compared to their old ones. They had to pick up their game because they kept printing the same cars. So it was like, oh my God, like, you know, another 55 Bel Air, like I'm going to throw up. But like, I like, you know, I don't know if you're like, it was like they were just going off the model, but now the decals are so good, and the themes and the series are so great. Like it makes me want to, like, it kind of reinvigorates me with them. They're doing really good with, you know, every series I've seen so far. The Hot Rod Stewart. Yeah, there you go. I thought that this last series, like, dude, imagine if. Yeah, exactly. Like, just keep, dude. NASCAR should do that. NASCAR should have a van, like just a heavy metal, like, okay, so like the bands, like they meet in the thing, they do a concert, and then the people race, and then they do a concert again, right? And then it's like, dude, I would put money on like a Black Sabbath. I would like, I don't even bet, but I would be like, I just want to put money on it because I like Black Sabbath, $20 on Black Sabbath, right? That would be so much fun. It would destroy the internet, right? If NASCAR, because you got your NASCAR fans, you know, making a truce and joining and you've got your like heavy metal fans. They're two completely different groups, but if you find common ground and bring them and get together, bro, you've got something crazy, right? So I don't know who came up with the idea for this last series, but they did a great job. Kudos to Auto World for coming up with it. Great series. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really creative. Death Leopard car. They opened Pandora's box, okay? They opened Pandora's box with this because now they can do, I mean, it's all about licensing, right? Like Brian says, they can do, you know, Rage Against the Machine. They can do Nirvana. Like, dude, that would be crazy. Like, NASCAR Nirvana, Mayer makes the Black 50 murky. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, like, because if you're going to keep doing, I like the El Camino, I would buy every single El Camino they come out with because I just like it. It's a car I like, right? Yeah, the Speedwagon. There you go. Yeah, it sells itself. It sells itself, King. It sells itself. The REO Speedwagon. It just doesn't. It doesn't even need the second wagon. It's just the REO Speedwagon, right? It sells itself. It was made. Their band name was made to be a slot car. It was made to be a NASCAR. Yeah, the REO Speedwagon. Just AC/DC since Brian Johnson's a racist car. I don't know about that. But yeah, I mean, Brian would want Barry Manilow. Yeah. That would be that's the worst idea. But yeah, he probably would. Right? Like the Frank Sinatra car. Just, what was that show? And like, it was a cartoon. And it was like the racing show. It was like just a bunch of weird characters that were only in this show. And they would always race. And like at the end, somebody else would win. Hi, Bob. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It was like in this. It was in the Wacky Racers. Yeah, I think that was it. Like, it was like, you know, cartoon characters that were obscure. Some of them were well known. Like they got the licensing to put them in. I think it was like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon show. I remember watching that as a kid and being like, "What the hell is going on?" Tom Slick, Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, that was a great. I don't know what happened. Penelope Pit Stop. Yeah, something like that. Like they had stupid, weird names. But I always remember, like, I wonder who's going to win this week, you know. Peter Perfect, Grape Ape. Yeah, I remember Grape Ape. Yeah. I don't know if that would be a great series because it wasn't really, like, I don't think it's worth being a slot car. The Ant Hill Mob, yeah. I don't know if it's worth being a slot car because it's too goofy. Like, the Slayer slot car is a great idea. It's cool. And it's cool. I mean, it like nerdy slot. It makes nerdy slot cars even cooler. Denton Tyco had some of those, yeah. But like the Wacky Racer stuff is too wacky. You know, it's best left as a memory. But Slayer slot cars was a great idea. You know, I definitely approve of this last one. The Turtle Wax one. I mean, they've just put a lot of thought into these series, and it's done really well for them. And I think it's revitalized a lot of the collectors. Already had Kiss slot car stuff. Oh really? Oh man, that would be a good one though. Kiss did everything. They had like Kiss toilet paper. But yeah, Kiss one would be cool. That would be really slick. Yeah, Kiss slot car. We have some Kiss. We have Kiss stuff here. That Kiss stuff. Remind me, that Kiss stuff, we have like, I don't know where he got this from, but it's like it's a doll of one of the members of the band Kiss. 40% off. Buy it, throw it at somebody, scare somebody with it, get it out of here. Just type in Kiss, whatever.
That Kiss action figure is of the lead singer, thank you.
Is it of the lead singer? Here, find one for me real quick. We've got this Kiss stuff that, please, I'm begging you. Maximum Overdrive. I think they did Christine. So, Maximum Overdrive was a good one. That's a Stephen King novel. The cars are gonna kill you, man. But Sarah's gonna bring me this Kiss nonsense that we've had forever. It is 40% off. It would be free if I could do it. It could be free. If you really want one, just pay for the shipping. Just get it out of here, right? I don't know if if we can find it.
I know we have
It's in sea container 2 or 4.
All
right, maybe in the front.
Okay.
This Kiss stuff, right? It's a great whatever. I don't know. We've had it forever. Okay. We haven't sold any of it. We have puzzles, right? We also have puzzles. Puzzles, 40% off. All these puzzles. Get rid of it. Good Lord. Any puzzle, 40% off. You want a puzzle? Right? You want a puzzle? You can have it. There's these puzzles. We've had them. Nobody buys them. Puzzles, 40% off. Puzzles. We've got lots of puzzles. 1,000-piece puzzle, 500-piece puzzle, 1,500, 2,000-piece, 4,000-piece puzzle. If you want to melt your brain doing something monotonous, buy a puzzle. All right? Let me see this.
It's of Star Child, the lead singer.
Star Child is not the lead singer. This is not the lead singer.
It should be from the...
No.
The only reason I know the Kiss band members is from the Scooby-Doo movie.
Kiss, if you buy this is 40% off of Star Child. All right? 40% off. This in a puzzle. Buy this in a puzzle. 40% off. 40% off. Think of all the puzzles you can buy with 40% off. And how many of these? You could, like, you know, scare little kids with this. Dude, he's got chest hair. Look at that. He's got authentic chest hair. Authentic chest hair. Buy it. 40% off. Puzzles and that one. I think that's the only Kiss doll we have. Star Child. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. You wanna buy a Kiss all day, baby? Don't you wanna buy one? Anyways, thank you so much. I'm done talking. The Village People, LOL, not the Village People. Somebody's gonna say something messed up. I better get off the live stream before that happens. But thank you for participating in the live stream. It's a little different. There was a little bit of a adjustment to me. I do things a little differently than Brian. I do thank you. I didn't mean to sound mean or grumpy. It just, you know, Brian gets away. He lets a lot of things go in weird ways. I don't need to do that. So I try to keep it straightforward, and I just wanted to set the tone that I'm not going to do Brian's monkey work. But I do thank you. It was a great show. Thank you for participating. You know, every sale that we do, we keep you guys in mind. We really like you. It's because of you this store exists, right? It's because of you that we have a great time on this live stream. So I do want to thank you. Paul Stanley should have been in the Village People. There's some truth to that, right? There's some truth to that. But thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like. Give me a like up here. Subscribe to our channel if you're new. Now that I'm off the live stream, if you have any questions or concerns, you can call. Sarah will answer the phone. You're going to have to deal with her because I'm going to go to lunch here. But she can help you set up your account. If you have any questions about the sale, she might know. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the reason we're still in business. We thank you. You guys rock. You know, Magic Mac signing off. Thank you guys so much. How do I do this? Oh, it's right here. All right. I don't know. You can't see my finger. Gonna press the rocket. Ground control to Major Tom. I'm stepping out the door. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows. So long, Major Tom.